Hi, this is Kathleen from Bailey Academy, mom of 5, homeschooling 3 of them, ages 9, 12, and 16. Today I have number 4 in the book resources series that I've been doing. I've been getting lots of books for review from the companies, publishers, authors, and so on, to try and share some new resources with you and what if they would be good for. And so, cat's playing in the background. I have another stack of books that I have received that I have not shared yet. So I will link to the first, second, and third of the series in the comments, and let me know if you are interested in getting any of these books for your homeschool, or if you've already used them and if you like them. So first of all, these 3 books, do I have them sorted? I think I have them mixed up. Alright, these 2 books are from Onyx Press. I don't know, I thought I had another one, but Walking Together. This is a story of First Nations people by Albert D. Marshall and Louise Zemanier, and it's beautiful, beautiful pictures. This is a picture book. Oh my gosh. And this is a cute little story talking about walking together. It says, when we walk together in a good way, we learn about the gifts and stories of our family, of the lands, and of the waters. Those who are here before us and those who will be here after us. It's just a part of the book. So, I like that. Pile over here. Okay. This one here, this is an advanced reader's copy, but it's out now. This is Angus is Here. This is a book about a boy who loses his dog and kind of sees and hears him everywhere, and is really sad that he's gone. I asked for this specifically because we lost, well, it was my parents' dog, but we were very attached to him because he used to be my dog, and my daughter has been having a hard time with that. So I got this book. It says pre-K to 2, but it absolutely could be older. And so it's got cute little pictures, and he sees things that remind him about the dog. And he's sad. And at the end it has a nice thing about Angus being in your hearts and isn't ever gone. They make a memory book. So it's really cute, and I think I would recommend it for those whose children have lost a pet, so that they can, help deal with the grief. Okay, let me just reorganize this here. These go with this one. All right. These are from Kids Can Press. So this one is good for those of us who are Canadian, Canada Year by Year. This is not like a brand new book. Not all these are brand new, but a lot of them are. So it's a little bit thicker, but not super thick. And it goes over Canadian history from 1867 to 2017. Great Depression, country being born, happy birthday. And for each spread, it gives the dates and some information and some pictures. This will be a handy resource for doing Canadian history. When we learn about a time period or something that happened, we can read the corresponding part of the book. So I really like this. This will definitely be a great resource for Canadian history, like I said. So if you are Canadian, I recommend getting this one. Alright, these next 2 books by Kids Can Press are cool. This one's called The Best Way to Get Your Way by Tanya Lloyd Key. I feel like I already talked about this one, but I couldn't find it listed in my past posts. So if I already talked about this one and you happen to see it, I apologize. But if not, you know what? I do remember talking about. I just checked and I don't see where I talked about them, but I still feel like I did. But anyway, the best way to get your way. I like this author. She's written other books that I like. And this is talking about debating and what that is. And so like this one's here, chapter 3, Get Your Way About Vegetables. Talks about an opening statement by the one person and an opening statement by the person who has the other viewpoint. And then so it gives some actual information about eating your veggies and why they'd be good versus why you might want to not worry about your eating your veggies. And then gives the rebuttal from both people. And more information and closing arguments and decision time. You're supposed to decide what you think based on that. So there's different ones. Let me find the table of contents. So get your way about chores, about screens, about vegetables, about bedtime, and about homework. And the conclusion is why debate. So if you're planning to add debate into your homeschool, then this would be a cute book to add in, to teach about what debate is. We did do debate last year, just a little tiny bit, but it's always good to revisit it, so I think we'll find some time to squeeze that in. And this is your brain on stereotypes, how science is tackling unconscious bias. So this one here tells you all about what stereotypes are. It says how to recognize stereotypes and why they can be harmful and how to combat them. The secret biases in our brains and how science can help us rewire our minds and societies. I really like the beginning part. It says thinking about ways we label things. Where are we? Like, okay, so we sort things. Or sorry, these are dogs. These are these are clothing. These are dogs. These are food. These are something. And then it says, but our brains don't only sort things; they sort people, and that's where life can get complicated because we're assuming that everybody who's in one category shares certain traits, and that's a stereotype. So I thought that was a great way to explain it. So this is a cute book. Colored pictures, glossy pages. So if you're learning about stereotypes, recommend that one. How to Be a Person. These books are from Story Publishing. How to Be a Person, 65 hugely useful, super important skills to learn before you're grown up. So this is basically life skills. And the way we're going to use this book is we're going to read one a week and then do the skill and practice it unless there's some reason we can't. So these are skills such as how to cheer up sick people. Things that might be obvious to some people, some kids. To my younger two, not so much. How to help someone, including yourself, fall asleep. How to be a welcome guest. How to write a thank you note. How to apologize. How to include someone. How to ask for something over email. How to answer the phone. How to hand wash dishes. How to take out the trash. How to plunge a toilet. How to scramble eggs and make a quesadilla. Make spaghetti. Turn a 33-cent package of ramen into dinner. Thought that was kind of cute. Wash a load of laundry. How to make money. How to pack for a trip. How to change batteries. So this book was really cute, and like I said, it's designed like there's, one thing, and there's 1, 2, yeah, just those 2 pages for that one thing. So we can easily read it during morning basket, and then we don't have a baby or little kid around us, but the ones that we can practice, we will put into practice. So that's what I thought that would be a good thing for. You'll notice that I don't really not recommend the books that are here, and for the most part, and that's not just because they gave them to me for review, so I have to give them a good review. What I'm doing is most books that I picked out because they're ones that I want to use, and so I will tell you what is good or bad about the book, or who might benefit from it and who might not, but rarely do you see ones I really don't like because I went and asked for these specific books. From Story Publishing, we also have one that homeschoolers are going to recognize, Nature Anatomy. I believe I have the whole set coming to me from another publisher. I didn't mean to double up on that. But 2 copies is always good, or I can give it away if I feel like it. But I think having 2 copies, one for my older daughter to have her own copy and one for her homeschool would be good. If you're by chance not familiar with these, there's Nature Anatomy, Ocean Anatomy, Wildlife Anatomy, stuff like that. And these are by Julia Rothman, Farm Anatomy. And these are beautiful, simple little things, but with beautiful pictures. And dailyskillbuilding.com sells things, resources that go with it. So you purchase the PDF and you print it off, and it's like worksheets that go with each of these pages. So it'll say like read page 1 and 2, which are well, like here page 16 and 17 are about minerals, and then it'll have you sketch the mineral and write the name of it, or do some more research based on that. So it's useful for. It's designed for grades 3 and up, but I'm going to be using it with my grade 11, and she's just going to be giving me more detail and more intricate pictures, and obviously have other things to go with it too, but she's doing a nature education course, so we're going to include this as part of it. Like I said, more to it than that. Obviously this is not a curriculum or anything, and it's very simple for a grade 11, but we're going to include this too. So, you know, the spiders, whenever she's going to do more research and learn more about spiders, and that's just in this book. So, can't not recommend this one. Come on now. These books are amazing, but they are simple. So if you're looking for a full range, that might not work. All right, the next 2 books are from Algonquin Books. I had asked for The Very, Very Far North because I had heard great things about it, and I don't know if it was an accident, but they sent me the second book in it, Just Beyond the Very, Very Far North. So I still have to find a copy of The Very, Very Far North so we can read that one first, and then we will have the second one ready. What did I say these were? Did I say these were Algonquin? That's not what I meant. No, these are Simon and Schuster kids. Athenum. Sorry, I saw the A, got confused. So in the very, very far north, Dwayne the polar bear and his friends are sure to make you feel right at home. You might share a delicious snow delight with warm-hearted Dwayne. While you're slurping away, if Cece the snowy owl suddenly asks you where you've come from, it's not because she's nosy, she's simply gathering scientific data. If Handsome the musk ox pays a visit, a quick hair combing is highly recommended. Should you notice a quiet caribou grazing nearby, well, that's just Boo's way of saying hello. And if a less than friendly visitor arrives to sneak, shove, and shake things up, Dwayne and his friends might discover that life isn't always as peaceful as a mid-late afternoon nap. Fortunately, they know that change is as much a part of life as picnics and Tuesdays and cozy stories shared among friends. So this sounds really cute, which means the first one is probably really cute. And it's just a little chapter book with just a picture at the beginning of the chapter or so. So it'd be perfect for my kids' age groups. Well, it's maybe a little younger than it, but they like simple stories. So, and also by Athenum, or is The Girl Who Drank the Moon. This is a Newbery Award winner, a New York Times bestseller, and I've heard good things about it, so I asked for it as well. Basically, the storyline, that my understanding is that the people in this city give a newborn to an old witch once every so often, trying to appease her so she doesn't do anything bad to them. But actually, she's not mean, and she adopts out the children that she's given to people on the other side of the town or woods or whatever, and she always feeds them on starlight, but one day she's really tired and she feeds the one baby on moonlight, which gives it magical powers, and so she raises that child. That's the gist of my understanding of what happens. Obviously there's more to it than that, but that's the gist of it. So if you like something with magic and fantasy of some kind for ages 9 to 12, I can't recommend it because I haven't read it yet, but it sounds interesting. I'm just not sure if my kids are ready for it yet, so I'm going to wait until they're a little older. Alright. Also, by Simon & Schuster, I have Firefly Summer. Another one that I'd heard of. I can't remember, unfortunately, which YouTubers I hear these from, but mostly they're from YouTubers. So if you recommended this, it might have been from you. And of course, it would be a good summer read aloud. We didn't really get to it. We don't really do read alouds during the summer, but we may do it like next June so that it's almost summer. I'm not sure yet. Morgan Matson. And it says, Rihanna Stewart had her summer all figured out. It was organized, scheduled, planned. Then the letter arrived, from grandparents she can't remember. After all, she was just a kid when her mother died, and her dad never talks about that side of the family. But now there's this letter with an invitation to spend the summer with them. It's a chance to get to know her grandparents, a chance to find out more about her mom. Rihanna takes a deep breath and decides to go. What she finds is Camp Van Camp, a defunct sleepaway camp where her grandparents live. There she discovers a whole family waiting for her. A big family, a loud family, a chaotic family of aunts and uncles and cousins. People who have memories of her mom from when she was Rihanna's age. Clues to her past, just like a treasure map. But also, there's a real-life treasure map, like actually. Over the course of one unforgettable summer, filled with s'mores and swimming, adventure and fun, and even a decades-old mystery to solve, Rihanna will discover a whole new side of herself, and that sometimes the last place you expect to be is the place where you really belong. So it's a little bigger, but it sounds really cute. So, good summer read, I'm sure. Alright, from Scholastic, I have 2 books here. This one I asked for when we do Titanic Iceberg by Jennifer A. Nielsen. Again, feel like I already talked about this book, but can't find where I did, so if I did already, I apologize. But basically, I'm not going to read the whole thing, but they are traveling on the Titanic, and but it's fiction. So, in April, when we learn about Titanic, we will be doing this as a read aloud. Again, a little bit bigger. And I just got this from Scholastic yesterday, and I don't want to say the title because I don't want to say it wrong, but I'm guessing it's Nutshimit. I don't know, it's a First Nations book, so I'm probably mangling the words. That's one thing I not so liking so much about this book so far, is that it doesn't have any like how to pronounce the indigenous words, and I don't want to offend anybody, even if no one is listening, by saying them wrong. So Nutshimit in the Woods. And they sent me some worksheets and a teacher's guide with it, which is nice. So these are cute little illustrations, and it looks like it's all about like the woods and trees. And so it talks about different kinds of trees in it too. So it just says, my name is Melissa and I am from the Innu Nation. My ancestors have lived here since time immemorial. A forest is not just a bunch of trees. It's a relationship between all the plants, animals, fungi, insects, rocks, and us, the humans. Join me in the woods for a forest bath. With the help of Elise Gravel's magnificent illustrations, you'll learn all about nature and some of the customs of the Innu people. And this is Northwinds Press, an imprint of Scholastic Canada. And the worksheets that came with it, like I said, have to do with identifying trees. So if you're learning about trees and First Nations people at the same time, or you want to, well, Canadian First Nations, I believe. I'm not sure if this would also cover, I don't think so. So that sounded good. And the last book I have, I guess, was also story publishing, and I missed it. Rock Hunt. So this is a not hard cover because it's Ben's, but like harder cover. And this is designed for younger children, 4 to 7, but I don't see why we can't use it. It comes with a tiny little magnifying glass made out of plastic, so it's not like very sturdy or anything. But you can use it throughout the book, which is full color. Talks about different rock hunting tips, and it shows on the pages that it wants you to use the magnifying glass. It tells you, zoom in here. So it'll say like boulders, and this is different boulders and other boulders near your home. Have you ever climbed on a boulder? Shows pictures of actual boulders, and then so you look, and it says like lichen love to grow on boulders. What does it feel like to touch a crusty lichen mat? And that's where you're going to zoom in and look at your boulder to see if you can find lichen. And then there are stickers in the back, as well as a rock collecting thing where you put a sticker on those pages as you've done them. I played in the sand, I found a fossil, etc. And there's a picture for your rock collection if you wanted to create a rock collection, that you could put that as your label. But there's also stickers. So when you complete a page, you found the boulder, then you put the boulder sticker on. Right there. So yeah, it's really cute, and it even has like information like on landforms, which I find will come in handy when we learn about that more so. But we're doing geology sometime this year, so this is going to become handy. It's a cute little book. And I like that it's a little sturdy, so the idea is you bring it with you when you go rock hunting. So those are the books that I have received recently. Like I said, I got all these for review. So each of these books will be actually reviewed on one of my 2 blogs, which I will link below. Fiction on one, nonfiction on the other. And so if you want an actual review of the book after I've read it, then, or in some of the cases of the fiction, I don't read the whole book because I'm waiting to do it as a read aloud, but it's a little review of the book. The nonfiction I read completely and review. So those will be there. So I'm going to include links to the other book resource videos that I've made and my blog so that you can find their reviews, and I'll also link everything on Amazon so that you can directly go check it out and see if it's available, how much it is, and any like other people's descriptions or reviews that you might want. So that's it for today, and I've posted a couple of other newer videos recently, so check those out if you haven't already. If you haven't liked and subscribed, I would really appreciate that. It helps me spread the word about my videos, and I will see you another day. Bye.